Hey guys, welcome. I'm sure there are many of you like me that's been looking forward to this midweek fixture at Hollywoodbets Greyville when racing reverts to the new and improved polytrack surface. Now let's face it, the old track needed some TLC. They've brought about the changes, they spent the money. I'm sure you've seen some gallops on social media, you've seen some photographs. It's looking good and it all bodes well for the future of KZN racing. We're all chomping at the bit, looking forward to this meeting. 9 races on the polytrack is what we can look forward to, where the first race jumps at 11:50. If you are going to be taking your free Hollywoodbet Punter Challenge entry, make sure you're on 5 minutes before the advertised starting time race 1. Play the bet slip and put yourself in line to win the big cash jackpot prize. Race 1, Open Maiden. 9 runners to line up at the 1400 for the opener. I'm sure many of you like me will be going number 2 as the horse we're going for in race 1 in the Punter Challenge. That's where I started, that's where I ended. Andrew Fortune for the Mike and Matthew de Kock training partnership. This horse has been a model of consistency. Reeled in a host of seconds in its last couple of starts. That last one was of 1800 metres on the turf. Now comes back in trip. And if this horse takes to the poly, I do believe will be rewarded for consistency. This horse is overdue a win. Currently 0.4 to 1 in the betting. It's going to take a power of beating. So 2, Cheerio Baby, is a confident selection, the opener, to beat number 3, Longstreet. For third, I'm going 5, Take Your Best Shot, and fourth, number 7, Doin' Time. Second race, Open Maiden over 1800 metres, where 12 runners will line up. I thought a boat race between number 2, Silver Platter, who was also railed off a host of seconds in its last couple of starts, and number 12, Master Bomber. Closer inspection, Master Bomber brings very good consistent Cape Town form to KZN, but that last form line has certainly held up exceptionally well. Now, this horse ran on when it finished second and was reported to have made a respiratory noise, which means it was a run full of merit. Coupled with the fact that it ran second behind a horse called 006, who has subsequently won again. In that race, the horse that ran fourth was a horse called Gold Dust, and the horse that ran ninth in that race was a horse called Green Planet. They've both subsequently come out and franked that form line, so that form line is what I think can win it for us. I'm going 12, Master Bomber, to beat 2, Silver Platter, who is the biggest danger. For third, number 5, Parliament Square, and fourth, number 3, Black Platina. Let's move on to the third, opening leg of the place accumulator. Class 4 fillies and mares, benchmark 80. This race to be run over 1800 metres. And here you could probably make a case for a number of them, and many will probably play this with a bit of cover, because I think you need to take at least 3 or 4 to safely see you through the opening leg of the place accumulator. You need to be on by 1 o'clock. One horse on Nawe, currently 3.03 in the betting on hollywoodbets.net. That was a good comeback run, and I can see why he's top of the boards. 3.57, number 8, Juliet Tango, who's having her peak run. Then it's 5 to 1, number 6, One Path. Ideally course and distance suited. I like number 4, Faiza. This was also 5 to 1 in the betting. Solid recent form. Attracted the market support last time out when getting up and winning going away. I also think if this horse gets any form of bidding support this time round, then you must know they fancy this horse's chances. This horse has been always there or thereabout, remains in Class 4 company, and what's done it for me is that this horse is having its peak run. So I do think Faiza can go back to back, and I'm going for Faiza to win it, ahead of 10, Flying Halfa, who happens to be 6 kilos better off at the weights with number 4, Faiza. Can't see that one reversing the form line. For third, number 1, Wazanawe, and fourth, number 8, Juliet Tango. We move on to the opening leg of the Pick 6 Race 4. You need to be on at 13:40 if you are going to be playing a Pick 6. Another one of those races that's got a very wide open look about it. I'm going to start from the bottom up. At 3.03 to 1, you have number 8, Tra Tra Quatre, who has been a model of consistency and happens to be 1.5 kilos better off at the weights with number 7, Field Marshal, and that was for a 0.9 length beating and should reverse the form and can return to winning ways. 7 Field Marshall, on the other hand, is 2.5 to 1 joint favourite on Hollywoodbets.net. This horse finished third in his only attempt over the distance. It's the other joint favourite at 2.5 to 1 that I'm going for, and that's number 1, Johnny the Thief. This horse is in very good form. A kilo and a half bet off at the weights with number 7, Field Marshall, and that was for a 1.15 length beating last time out. I do think can reverse the form, can bounce back to winning ways, is having his third run after rest. Peak performance expected, 1, Johnny the Thief to win it, ahead of 8, Tra Tra Quatre, for third number 7, Field Marshall, fourth 5, Blackberry Malts. First leg of the first jackpot race 5 jumps at 14.15. D Stakes, where 10 runners will line up at the 1600. In this race, you probably could again make a case for a good few of them. I'm siding with number 1, Shiny Bob. Certainly like this horse. Always there or thereabout. Ran on nicely last time out, wins second, and I think a repeat of that kind of run will definitely make this horse competitive again. It drops in trip. Good to see Garth Puller get Jabu Jacobs back on board. Jabu has gotten to know this horse exceptionally well. From pole position, will have the run of the race. 3.57, nice price. 1, Shiny Bob to win it, ahead of number 6, Numzam. Third, I'm going number 10, Porforio, and fourth, number 4, Eventador. Sixth race on the program is a B Stakes. 9 runners will line up at the 1600 metre mark. Another one of those races that's got a very wide open look about it. Bristol Hercules, number 1, is at 3.03 to 1, along with 8 Gentleman Joe. 3.03 to 1 brings very good Cape Town form to KZN, does Gentleman Joe. French Flame, number 6, are shortened from 4.55 into 4 to 1. It's 5 to 1, number 4, Plaza Accord, but I like number 7, Sundance Kid. Now, this horse set the pace last time out and literally got collared in the shadow of the post. Always there or thereabout, and if allowed to dictate, will take a power of beating because it will be very hard to peg back in the run to the line. A repeat of that last performance is what I'm looking for. From number 7, Sundance Kid, this horse kept coming back to me when I looked at this race. I'm going 7 to win it, ahead of number 8, Gentleman Joe. For third, 1, Bristol Hercules. Fourth, 6, French Flame. That takes us on to race 7. Race 7 is a Class 5 fillies and mares, benchmark 66, where 10 runners will line up at the 1200 metre mark. Now, there are a couple of them that are renewing rivalry here, and it's 4 to 1 the field, as far as the betting is concerned, on Hollywoodbets.net. Many people will probably play field because there are only 10 runners in this race. I need to nail my colours to the mast, and I'm going to go with number 9, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Went for this horse last time out, let the side down, finish fourth. Yes, is always there or thereabout. Drops in class, stayed on last time out, loves this track, good enough for me. 9, Pour Some Sugar on Me, to beat number 1, Quintasia. For third, I'm going with number 4, Drive By. Fourth, number 6, Copacabana. Eighth race, Class 4, a race for fillies. Benchmark 80, 10 runners to contest this 1200 metre event. Another one of those races that's got a very wide open look about it. 4 to 1 the field is what they're betting. I'm going with Kanamea and Zaki to win the last leg of the jackpot, and that's number 6, Avernian Goddess. Craig Zaki knows this horse well. Always there or thereabout. Fourth last time out. The horse that finished second in that race was a horse called Happy and Nalia, who subsequently come out and frank that form line. Avernian Goddess having a second run after race. She should strip much fitter. She's a model of consistency, and I do think could be rewarded accordingly. I'm going 6, Avernian Goddess to win it, ahead of 4, Sunshine Day. For third, number 9, Daphne's Daughter, and fourth, number 10, Ladybug. That takes us on to the last of the afternoon. And opening this race, I looked at one horse and one horse only. And that's number 1, African Prince. That's where I started. That's where I stopped. I think we can end the day with a banker. Justin Snaith teaming up with Andrew Fortune. This horse I went to look currently 0.72 to 1 from an opening call of 0.83 to 1. Brings very, very good, solid Cape Town form to KZN. Drops in class. And I do think from pole position will take a power of beating. 1 African Prince to win it. Ahead of 10 Hope is Power. 11 McDazzler. And 3 Master Bling is the selections in race 9 on Wednesday. That takes care of our preview of this race meeting on the polytrack at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Trust you'll have an enjoyable and profitable afternoon's racing. Till next time, from me, Rouvaun, you take care. Cheers for now.